Welcome back to your 5-Minute Football Fix. I'm Steven Miranda.
I'm Jeff Ellis, and it's Thursday, August 18th, 2011.
Jeffrey, today we're talking about the newest issue of GQ, which is H-O-T.
H-O-T. Who isn't talking about it, dude?
Yente, Mark Sanchez, and Mike Vick both in the issue.
Burning it up.
And Ndamukong Suh not happy about his $20,000 fine.
Would you be?
No.
All right. First up, seriously, the new issue of GQ magazine, which Gentleman's Quarterly for those who have never subscribed, and I subscribed when I was in high school.
Yes, back in the day when it was
when
cool.
it was all about fashion, when it was all about me and how I looked and looking good, I was a subscriber.
Okay, but now not so much. Well,
have you seen what I'm wearing?
Sanchez is on the cover of GQ, and here's what's come out. Sanchez basically has come out and said in this issue that he was thinking about fighting Rex Ryan after Ryan commented that he was thinking about pulling Mark Sanchez from a game. Then he also wore these white pants.
Now, his players are giving him hell about the white pants. They're telling him that it's a little too girly man for him.
Well, Nick Mangold, in the middle of practice, they're in the huddle. Sanchez is getting ready to call the play, and then Nick Mangold's like, about those pants.
Nice pants, Mark.
Let's talk about that.
Well, and then what's with the fur coat, Steven? I haven't seen this. What about the fur coat?
He's got it. He's not wearing it. Thank goodness he's not wearing
not
the fur
pulling
coat.
a Joe Willie Namath here.
But, he was channeling Joe Namath by basically he's got the white pants and this tight tank top and these shades, and then he's got the fur coat and he's just holding it like that. And it's like, wow.
Okay. Well, as if that were not enough, he goes on to have very terse words about his head coach, Rex Ryan, and basically saying that he would have gone out and had a fist fight with him once he found out that Rex was thinking about pulling him from the field.
So Rex basically comes out and says, well, okay. And Rex started razzing Mark Sanchez in a meeting where he puts up a tale of the tape. And Rex basically gives himself a 1,000-0 record.
Nice. Well,
he hasn't lost in 1,000 fights.
That's a lot of fights to be having there, friends. Let's move on, though. Also in the issue, Mike Vick, captain of Dream Team America, has come out with some very damning claims against the NFL league office and basically saying outright that they suggested that he play for Philadelphia.
Well, did they suggest it or did they actually approve him going to play for Philadelphia? That's the question everybody's asking now, because Mike Vick says in the article, Jeffrey, he says that he wanted to play for Cincinnati or for Buffalo. They were giving him a much lucrative contract, and he could possibly be a first-string quarterback. In Philadelphia, he was going to be nothing but a third-string quarterback, but he says that the commissioner approved him to sign with Philadelphia, and basically him, his advisors, more NFL people, Tony Dungy, they kind of guided him towards Philadelphia. And I'm not sure that it's the league's job to guide any player anywhere.
It's not the league's job, Steven, to guide any player in any particular direction. However, I know, first of all, I want to play the moral bank account card here on Roger Goodell and say his moral bank account's pretty strong.
Okay.
He cares very much for the integrity of the league, the game, and things like that. Unless anyone think that the NFL is a democracy, it's not. It's not a democracy. It is a good old boys club run by 32 billionaires, 31 billionaires plus Green Bay. And they were basically saying that this is what's in the best interest of everybody at hand. However, I don't think it's their place. If I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, if I'm a Cincinnati Bengals fan, I am as hot under the collar as I can be because I lost out on the opportunity to have Mike Vick possibly save my franchise.
Well, and I think that is the next question. Somebody needs to get in front of Goodell and say, did you in fact only approve Mike Vick coming back to the league if he only signed with Philadelphia? Would you have approved him had he gone to Cincinnati or Buffalo? That is the question that needs to get answered. And Goodell needs to answer that question and say he could have gone anywhere he wanted. We suggested the Eagles.
Okay, and now onto the big guy here. Love the big guy.
Ndamukong Suh. Look at this. This is a hit of Ndamukong Suh on Andy Dalton this past weekend in the first week of preseason.
Steven,
he got fined.
Is my head attached?
Ndamukong Suh got fined $20,000, Jeffrey, by the league, and Suh is not happy. He tweeted, $20,000?
Really?
NFL, big fail.
No. Hashtag NFL. Hashtag big fail.
Okay.
Those aren't our words. Those are Ndamukon's words.
Ndamukon's words, yes.
Now, his total fines from last year was $22,500, I believe. So basically, as we know with escalation of fines and penalties, the league was right where they intended to be.
It was his third
with
offense.
making it a third offender and putting him on the poop list, basically, for the NFL.
Ndamukong might not be happy. He might be a little upset. The fine is pretty large. But, Jeffrey, Ndamukong Suh, you are starting to get a reputation in the National Football League, my friend. And once you earn a rep, it's hard to pull back from that. So I know you're a big, strong guy. What are his stats, Jeff? I mean,
Steven, he's 6'4",
big,
325 pounds.
Big.
At the combines, he repped out 32 bench presses. Let me tell you, as a guy who's 6'4", not 325 pounds, fortunately, yet. When you have long arms, bench presses are so much harder. We have got to go. But I think that when people are afraid of somebody because he is so physically dominating, and let me tell you, the thing about Ndamukong Suh, when he can just sit there and put one hand on somebody and make them go flying across the field, that puts that's going to put you on the radar of a lot of people. And Ndamukong's just got to get over that, and he needs to start to write some big checks to some people early, set some money aside like other people who get fined in the league.
All right, well, maybe the Lions will play his fines for him. I'm Steven Miranda.
I'm Jeff Ellis.
For your 5-minute football fix.